I've been to like people's houses where people right next to me have said, why is she here? Like, you know, and it's just stuff, little things like that, that it just all builds up. I actually attempted suicide myself, and I ended up in the hospital, and I have physical scars that I'll carry with me throughout my whole life because of this one patch in my life where kids just weren't nice, and just the smallest thing can really just make you feel like, you know, today is the day that you just don't want to do it anymore.
And did you always feel that someone stepped in to kind of save you? Because, you know, like what I do, I feel spirit. Not only did I come here to listen to the teenagers' stories, but I also wanted them to know that they were being supported and guided by their loved ones from the other side. When you were speaking, I had seen a mother figure step forward. So a mother figure for me would be like a grandmother watched over and made sure that you were safe, right?
Yeah. I actually didn't know my grandmother, but I have always felt like a connection to her. And I would have loved to meet her, and I hear that she was very similar to me.
So just know that whether if that's how you feel in your heart, maybe it's something your mom thought about, but that your grandmother did step in and kind of, and did save you to make that stop and not happen. If that makes sense.
Yes.
And then is there someone that departed in the tragedy? Because I saw like souls stepping forward that actually took responsibility for taking their life because of the bullying. Is that you?
Oh, yeah, my friend, she got hit by a train. A couple months ago, my friend Emma was in a very bad state, and she felt that the only way out was suicide, and I miss her beyond words.
Did you want to do something in memory of her? She showed me you gathering people to like release balloons or lanterns or something.
Yeah, I was actually there. Like, it was me and a bunch of like my other friends who were friends with her. We released like lanterns over like the bay in Seville. Yeah.
So know that she wants to thank you for that, validating that her soul attended it in spirit.
My friend Emma was probably like the best person you could be around, and I'm beyond grateful that I had a chance to be as close as I was to her.
Did you want to see her that day?
Yeah.
Because she shows me the phone call, and she's like, no, 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 and you're like, please, no, 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 let me see you. Yeah. I need to see you. And she's like, no, I'll be fine, and hung up, and then that was it.
Yep.
So know that she says, I'm sorry. She says, I want to thank you.
Okay.
She says, because you were her rock. Do you understand that?
Yep.
And she says, I don't want you to feel that you weren't there for me.
Oh my God, I was just saying that the other day too. Like, I was like crying about it. It's like my sister, and my sister was like, no, like, you were there as much as you could, and
perfect.
Yeah.
So know that that's her way of validating for you that her soul was present for the conversation. So she said, I do not want you to carry that burden.
Hearing Teresa say that I was Emma's rock really just took a lot of the weight off my shoulders that I'd been carrying since she'd passed away, because I blamed myself for not being there for her, but it's relieving to know that she knew that I was here and I was thinking about her. I couldn't even believe it. Like, I have goosebumps now just talking about it, and it's just amazing.
Thank you very much for
thank you.
Spending the time with us.
I wish you all the best, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you for sharing your journey. I do consider it an honor and a privilege to have met each and every one of you today. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. To hear these teenagers talk about how they have been treated, how other classmates or even adults have treated them and bullied them is absolutely heartbreaking. Thank you. I wish you all the best, and I'm very sorry about your friend. It was amazing to me to see that Long Island has this resource, this organization to really help these teenagers get their power back.
For me, it's heartbreaking because you guys used to be a very happy couple.
You know, it's not, it's a specific thing. It's not this, it's not that. It's just, I'm not happy.
Saturday, The bohemian reunites with the perfectionist.
You're kind of like the yin and the yang.
The legendary Vern and Jen show us they're still up for the challenge.
I have big plans for this race.
Let's just call this seductive zen. We're gonna bring in dressers. We'll do a big mirror floating over it.
I think that's the bad feng shui.
Oh.
Is this an issue?
Trading Spaces, all new Saturday at 8 on TLC. Stream live on TLC Go.
You haven't seen the sun in like forever, so you search for a beach vacation. Sunny beaches, sandy beaches, big beaches, small beaches, until you're lost, searching for surfing dogs. But then you find VRBO, and they search millions of homes to find you the perfect beach house, where you all find your own rooms and a grill bigger than your kitchen back home. And you find that watching the love of your life teach the kids how to dive warms your heart even more than the sun. From beach houses to cabins to condos, find homes that match you at VRBO.
It's the Ace Buy One, Get One Free sale.
Don't miss great buy one, get one free deals throughout the store. So many BOGOs, so many ways to save.
Hurry in. The Ace Buy One, Get One Free sale ends Monday.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
People are good inside, and we know something about that because we help people feel good inside. Culturelle supports digestive health and overall wellness with the most proven effective probiotic. Culturelle, be good inside.
Arby's, we have the meats.
Important news from OxyClean White Revive.
We read care labels on thousands of white garments, and we were surprised they have this symbol, which means do not use chlorine bleach. Even t-shirts and towels. OxyClean White Revive is the clear choice. It has 40% more whitening power than chlorine bleach and gets the tough stains out without chlorine spills. So listen to your clothes. Choose OxyClean White Revive. White or white, guaranteed.
Hi, I'm Lisa. Definitely would like to meet someone special.
Looking for a real relationship?
So I definitely would like to find a long-term relationship. Somebody who is smart, who has an excellent sense of humor. Can't wait to meet you. Bye.
Check out Match right now for free.
Ever since I started spreading word about new super crispy grown in Idaho frozen fries on TV, I've become kind of a celebrity. Cut from 100% real Idaho potatoes. They bake up crispy on the outside and tender on the inside. Look. Uh-oh. Looks like I've been spotted.
Can we get a picture?
Sure.
Make sure you get the whole bag in the shot.
New grown in Idaho super crispy fries. Mmm, super crispy.
This woman approached me out of nowhere. She wants me to find a passenger. If I identify him, someone on this train's gonna kill him.
I can get to anyone, anywhere.
I'm done playing games. I'm not gonna let them hurt you.
Now available on Dish Cinema.
Iron Chef.
This title is earned,
And all that stands in your way
is me.
Me.
and me.
Come and get it.
All new Iron Chef Gauntlet, tonight at 9.
Want to win a free reading with me? Just watch Long Island Medium every Sunday starting at 8 for a secret code word. Enter it online and you could win. Good luck.
There were a lot of issues with the house, but we thought we could sort of take it on ourselves. This project has become an obsession for me.
I'd like to have my husband back.
Ta-da!
We have a twist on our plan. We would like you to give us control. We want the reins.
Let's get to work!
The fireplace, is it too small? So it's not the one we ordered. It's like, looks like an easy bake. I don't know what we're gonna do. We might be stuck on this one.
Catch Nate and Jeremiah by design at an all-new time. Saturday at 9 on TLC. Stream live and catch up on TLC Go.
I like this sign already. Breathe again. Because that's what I feel like I need to do is breathe. My friend Lauren, she loves to try all of these non-conventional ways to alleviate stress. So we're trying something new today. Hi.
Welcome.
How are you?
Good.
First, she drags me to cryotherapy.
We're gonna get started though, ready?
Wait.
1, 2, 3.
But wait!
It's part of my job.
Crap.
All right.
You know what makes me nervous is this smoke. And now we're at the Salt Cave. I have no idea what to expect.
We heard it was a very relaxing type of thing and that it was good for your health as well.
Totally. So you're going to be in a room that has built with 14 tons of pink Himalayan salt, all imported from Pakistan. In one session, within 15 minutes, your sinuses will open up, your chest will open up.
Everyone thinks I'm crazy. I have like this laryngitis thing. I'm losing my voice. I feel like I can't breathe. And I think it's all from stress. Larry and I are going through a hard time. And it's really stressful for the both of us. And a lot of times in life, you know, when you're stressed out, it really takes a toll on you physically. And I feel like that happens to me sometimes.
So how long is the therapy, I guess?
You're going to be in there for 45 minutes. And the cool thing is 45-minute session is equivalent to being at the beach for 5 days. And if you know how restored, you're going to be really relaxed. It's dimly lit and dark and soothing, and it's going to be easier for you to tune out.
It'll be relaxing. I mean, look, it's no secret that I'm claustrophobic. So this cave thing might not be the best idea. But if she's comparing it to the beach, I'm ready.
Nothing to be nervous about.
Oh my God, this looks like a cave.
It does, but it's not that small. This is very cool.
It's like we're at the beach. This is gorgeous. This is incredible. I have never seen anything like this before.
So you're going to sit.
Okay.
Over here. You can sit there.
Thank you very much. Okay.
And you're going to scooch your booty back.
Okay. Okay.
So breathe away.
Okay.
Just focus on your breathing, relax, and you're going to feel, I can't wait to see you in 45 minutes. It's going to be so great. Thank you for coming.
Is it going to take care of any of my wrinkles?
Enjoy, girls, okay?
Thank you very much. Thank you. The salt cave is pretty calming. It feels so good to just be still and kind of be away from it all.
I like the stars, too.
I know.
Your throat's getting better.
Yeah.
So do you foresee a room in your house like this?
Oh, I could totally foresee my room. From the second when I sat down, I almost started to cry. I feel very emotional.
Well, something does have to change because you're so stressed, you're making yourself sick.
Now I'm physically sick. I've been physically sick for the past month. At the end of the day, I can't, you know, it's a specific thing. It's not this, it's not that. It's just, I'm not happy. Larry and I have been trying to spend time together and really be there and support each other. But the issues in our relationship haven't gone away, and we're both not happy. There's just so many there's just so many things. I mean, we've been together since I'm 17. With everything going on in my traveling and how our lives have changed, my life has changed.
I just want both of you to be happy. And for me, it's heartbreaking because you guys used to be a very happy couple. And it's sad to see anything change, but people and circumstances change. So
right.
You either have to work to get it to a place where you compromise.
But I feel like we've been doing that and trying that. And at the end of the day, what is good for me and what works for me isn't good for Larry and isn't working for Larry. That's why I feel like we're gonna do like a trial, just like a trial separation and see if that helps, or is that really what we both need? I don't know. So in a few days, I'm gonna be leaving for tour for almost 2 months. Usually I'm like really excited about going on tour, but it's not easy for me to leave when my marriage is in question. Larry and I decided that it would be best if he left for LA. I mean, it's hard to explain. I mean, I feel like I've been on an emotional roller coaster.
Hopefully the time apart makes you guys realize that you can have a new beginning.
I know things are going to be different for Larry and I, but I'm not just sure if it's going to be separately or as a couple. Coming up on a special Knock and Chalk episode of Long Island Medium. Got Spirit, how about you? I got Spirit, donut you too? It's an hour of all surprise readings. Guess what?
What?
You have no clients today. You're my client.
What?
I just hope she doesn't drop the fruit salad. What the heck? You gotta be kidding me.
Did something happen the day before she died?
I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I always feel like she said,
Take me instead of my daughter.
yes.
I told my mother, I said, Mom, I'll tell her I lost them.
Did you say that? Because she had me right lost.
Unbelievable. Help me.
This is awesome. I know, right? How excited are you?
Very excited.
This is gonna be interesting. Today we're surprising Carla with a private reading. She's the older sister of Joe Gatto from the show Impractical Jokers. He's been working with my daughter Victoria to set this whole thing up. And he said this donut shop would be the perfect place to surprise his sister. You have a donut of the week, I see?
Yes, so what we did was we're gonna do the Spirit of Long Island donut.
Okay.
So you're gonna hang out in the back
Okay.
with our tray of donuts.
Okay.
And Joe and Carla are gonna come up here, and then I'm gonna give a yell out to you to bring out the donuts of the week.
So now what is a Spirit of Long Island donut? What is that?
It's a vanilla donut dipped in vanilla sprinkles, and we put wings and a halo on it.
You should make one. I should make one?
Why not?
Do you think I can make it?
I think so.
I used to work in a you know
No,
what?
you didn't.
Oh, yes, I did. It was called Donut Queen. Now, there's a long time since I made a donut. Watch this. And you used to spin it and then come up. Look at that.
She's right.
Am I right? Look at that.
Look at her. She knows
Yeah,
what
I
she's
know.
doing.
Listen, I'm a baker.
Here.
This is my Spirit donut. Cheers to Spirit.
Oh my God.
Let me savor the moment.
Okay, he texted me back. He said, okay, great. So,
Oh my God. All right,
we gotta go.
You're in the back. You're in the back.
No, I'm giving up my donut. I made my donut.
Hey, don't get excited. It's a commercial.
I'm not signing up. I told my sister that we were going for lunch because we both live in the area, and I said, when we walked by, I said, oh, let's get a donut first, which isn't out of character for me because I love donuts. It's funny because she thought a commercial was being filmed when we walked in, and that's like a line we use on our show when people like find a camera, like, oh, we think they're doing a commercial. So that was very funny to see that happen.
Spirit of Long Island. Yeah.
What's that?
It's like a vanilla donut dipped in vanilla with wings and a halo. It's cute.
Try that.
Want to try it?
Yeah, try that.
Can you?
We came in.
Okay. Get it? All right, but at least you could get some. Hold on. Can you bring out that Spirit of Long Island donut?
I got Spirit. How about you? I got Spirit donut. You too? How was that? Was that good?
I knew something was up. I knew something was up.
Why was something up? To try one of these donuts. It's a Spirit donut.
When I saw Teresa, my mind was blown. All of a sudden, it was like, oh, there it is. That explains the cameras and the mysterious donut before lunch.
Wait, I'm good. How are you? So, can I interest you in a different type of donut? Because you're crying. Do you not want a Spirit donut?
She just gets so happy about donuts. She's like me.
I see that it's so emotional. So, you know what? Then I got a good idea. Why don't we, like, skip the Spirit donuts, and why don't we spend an hour with Spirit?
That sounds great.
Sounds great? Do you even know what that is, Joe?
He doesn't care. He has a donut.
My sister had no idea. I definitely got her good. I think she would agree.
That's my accomplice. So wait, but this is awesome. You're a huge fan of my show, and Victoria is a huge fan of Impractical Jokers. And I have to say, I am too.
You never know what's going to happen being Joe Gatto's big sister. It means the world to me that my brother gave this to me because he's the most giving soul on the planet.
To Spirit.
To Spirit.
Oh, I ate one already.
You know what?
Hey!
No! Go, go, go. Am I supposed to turn back on the TV? No! Really, you dumb cat? Of course I have to fucking fix it. God damn it, cat.
Your children needed their mom. She says, and that was my soul's journey, was to be able to give life to my daughter.
And it was like, spend more time.
No!
She did. And I feel terrible about that, that my
No!
had to go through that, and that my kids didn't get to spend more time with her. We got a phone call at 4:30 in the morning that said, we can't resuscitate her. That's my son. Like, but grew up. So that's exactly.
Who is the mother that is also departed?
My mother.
She's yelling. And you're a huge fan of.
That sounds great.
Sounds great? Do you even know what that is, Joe?
He doesn't care. He has a donut.
I got donut. My sister had no idea. I definitely got her good. I think she would agree.
So wait, but this is awesome. You're a huge fan of my show, and Victoria is a huge fan of Impractical Jokers. And I have to say, I am too.
You never know what's going to happen being Joe Gatto's big sister. It means the world to me that my brother gave this to me because he's the most giving soul on the planet.
To Spirit.
The spirit.
Oh, I ate one already.
You know why? Well, you have a beautiful home.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for allowing my crew to come in and disrupt your home.
No worries. It's certainly worth it.
So have you ever been to a medium before?
Yes.
Okay. So what I've asked your loved ones to do was to communicate with personality and also with laughter. Some people disagree with the laughter part, but I'm the one that has to talk to the dead, and I want them to be happy. Laughter is the best medicine for the soul, and that is the #1 thing that we forget to do when we lose a loved one. Actually, okay, so I will start with the father figure that has departed.
Okay.
Okay, so was that your dad or is it your father-in-law?
Both.
Okay, so know that they're stepping forward. Both of them are just kind of standing there looking at me, and they're both saying to each other, no, you say something first. And I feel like they're joking around with me, and I'm going, okay, so now what? And then your dad's like, I don't know, I was thinking we were gonna have a cigar, maybe have a couple of drinks, and maybe play a little cards. Would that be your father?
Yes.
And now, who is the mother that is also departed?
My mother.
She's yelling at them. She says, you're gonna make him mad, meaning God. Like, don't you piss him off.
My family has always used humor our entire life, even getting through the hard parts. That's how we cope. Making fun of each other, being silly, just making sure that there's joy. So that's exactly what I would expect for them to do.
Did your parents like to dance? Your father goes, why aren't you talking about our great dancing? We've been dancing the entire time, Teresa.
That was our life. We grew up in a happy house. They sang and danced and loved each other. The perfect marriage.
They still are.
Mm-hmm.
So your dad now, is your dad gone for some time?
Yes.
Because your mom is kind of in the back a little bit more, and your dad's going, you had more time with her. And I feel like your father's like the director, and he's like, yeah, but he's funny.
Oh, yes.
There's something that's charismatic about him.
That's it.
And then he's going, you want to know the real reason why my son didn't stay for the reading? And then your mother yelling, don't you make fun of my son, that's my son.
Right. My dad was charming. Everyone who met him loved him. He was notorious for dropping a joke that only you could hear and nobody else could. That was most of the time not appropriate for everybody to hear, so that you were in a position where you couldn't laugh, and you shouldn't laugh, but you were hysterical.
And who passed from the chest? Because they're laboring my breathing?
My mother.
Okay. So, did something happen the day before she died? Or a couple of days before she died? Because she did this thing and she went, Teresa, I'm okay, I'm okay. And then she was gone. And then she took a coin and showed me the other side of the coin. That's my symbol for what Spirit wants me to say. We only look at the other side of the coin, that they would still be here.
What I can relate it to is I have a lot of guilt. I was diagnosed with breast cancer at 39, and she died 8 days later of a heart attack in the middle of the night. And I always feel like she said,
take me instead of my daughter.
Yes, I know she did. I don't care what she says. I know she did. And I feel terrible about that my siblings had to go through that, and that my kids didn't get to spend more time with her. We got a phone call at 4:30 in the morning that said, we can't resuscitate her. And it was like, what? What do you mean you can't resuscitate her? She was perfectly healthy. She was 67 years old, the picture of health, full of life and energy. She had a heart attack.
Your mother says you were meant to still continue to do amazing things here in the physical world. She says your children needed their mom. She says, and that was my soul's journey, was to be able to give life to my daughter. And I would not change a thing.
When I was diagnosed with cancer, obviously your world comes down around you. And I was afraid. And then when my mother died, nothing else mattered. I knew I was going to be okay because she went, and in my opinion, had Jesus by the beard saying, you better make sure she's okay. So it gave me strength to get through it. But I never thought about her perspective of how I am as a mother. So I feel about freaking tissues.
Did you have a child after you were diagnosed?
That's Joseph.
Your mother looked at your father and kissed him and said, he was our last gift to our daughter. And he is the sweetest thing to validate that your son is the miracle baby.
I truly believe that he was my gift from them.
1000%.
I have 13-year-old twins, and the reason I have twins is because we had a hard time getting pregnant the first time. So we did fertility for 2 years, had a really hard time. Then I got cancer. You know, obviously when you're in cancer, the drugs put you into menopause. So I was 40, and the doctor said, you have a 50-50 shot that you may stay in menopause. Sure enough, Joseph was our surprise. I had my double mastectomy surgery in January, and I got pregnant the following July.
What your parents proved today, and your father-in-law, hilarious, was how they really give us what we need, how they are, that they truly are at peace. And I think that it's pretty incredible that your brother gave you this most amazing gift.
Yes.
So it really, honestly, was a pleasure.
After the reading, I'm feeling at peace, happy. The only thing that I was harboring was the guilt that I had about my mom, and this has just 100% taken that burden off my shoulders. And I'll take that with me for the rest of my life.
And I hope you shared these messages with Joe, because he was a chicken, according to your father.
I just hope she doesn't drop the fruit salad.
Jackie?
What the heck?
Did you bring the fruit, Jackie?
You gotta be kidding me.
Did you just find boxes of her stuff? Because she goes, tell her that it's okay to let go of these items.
And remain.
Pros of them. That's why you should call Amica. We explain what's important.
Or joint pain. Billions of problems.
Health issues.
Stoneybrook, Long Island, to surprise Jackie with a private reading. But we're doing it a little bit different today. We're gonna be in the house before Jackie gets there. If everything goes up to plan. But you never know, because traffic on Long Island, anything can happen.
My name is Donna, and I'm hoping to surprise my girlfriend Jackie today with a reading from Teresa. I'm getting Jackie here for a barbecue, and I'm hoping that Teresa gets here before she does, so we can give her that big surprise.
Okay, we're getting really close because we're like now in a neighborhood, and there's the house. All right. I hope Jackie didn't get there yet. Hi, how are you?
How are you?
Thank you so much for setting this up. Thank you. We gotta hurry up and get in.
Yes. Go right down the stairs.
Yes, I want to get in before, because in case if she gets here.
Yes.
This was the nerve-wracking part.
Yes, it was. Jackie and I are big fans of Teresa. I'm so excited for her. I think she needs this really bad. I just hope she doesn't drop the fruit salad.
She better hurry up and get here, because I'm eating all this cheese.
She should pull up right in front. You see a car?
Oh, Donna, get away from the door.
Jackie, come in. It is hot, isn't it?
It's hot.
What the heck?
Jackie? Did you bring the fruit, Jackie?
I did.
Oh, good. I'm starving.
You gotta be kidding me. When I walked through the door, I thought I was coming to lunch with my girlfriends.
You're here for the barbecue, right? Oh, hi.
To see Teresa, of course, I knew who she was right away.
You know what, Jackie? There is no barbecue.
Gotcha.
Do you know what happens when I just knock on someone's door? What is that called?
This? Shock of a lifetime?
Yeah. And then what usually happens?
They get red?
Yeah. This is about Donna setting this whole thing up to surprise you with a reading.
You need this.
I'm feeling very overwhelmed. This was a huge surprise. Okay. All right. I can't believe this in my wildest dreams. This is big. This is really big. I made such a big fruit salad. My knees are like buckling.
Okay, you're okay. I can't believe I pulled this off. It feels really good to do this for my friend.
This was so nice of your girlfriend to do this for you.
Was.
See? That's what friends are for. Yes. So have you ever been to a medium before?
Yes, I have.
Okay. So even though that you have been to a medium, I always like to give a little speech on how I receive my information. So as I give my speech to you, that is my sign to your loved ones that I am ready to work. They're going to bring up and talk about your own personal thoughts, feelings, and emotions. What better way to validate that your loved ones hear you, but to bring up and talk about things that you haven't shared with anyone else? And I'm going to say this. Did you lose a child?
Yes.
Did you lose your son?
Yes.
And this is where my job becomes very hard, because there is nothing that I can do to give you your child back. The only thing that I can do is allow him to use my physical body to validate for you that the soul is safe and at peace and that he is with God. Fair enough?
Yes.
Your son says, Teresa, I had the best smile.
He did.
And he goes, and I had an infectious laugh.
Oh my gosh, so much.
He had really cool hair, though.
He did.
Because I go, you have really cool hair. He's like, yeah, thanks.
Everybody always told him, that would be Doug.
Perfect.
That would be Doug. My son was so much fun. He had a laugh that was absolutely contagious. He had the most beautiful smile. And like Teresa told me today, what beautiful hair he had. He was very conscious about his hair.
Are you getting a tattoo in memory of him?
I have a few.
But you're getting another one?
I just said it this morning.
My daughter just got a tattoo. It's a daisy with a yin-yang in the middle of it. He showed me that, and then he showed me his name, his handwriting.
Of course, I have a yin-yang tattoo.
Oh.
I have his name from his last card he gave me in his handwriting.
It's validating that he knows everything that is going on.
Okay.
Now, you are a guidance counselor or something? Because he showed me you working in a school, but I didn't see you teaching a class. But I saw you, like, always, like, being like, oh, come in here, let me talk to you, like, with the kids.
I work in a school, and I'm the greeter at the greeter desk, so everybody has to come through me.
Perfect. So he was, oh, come here, tell me what happened.
Yes.
He says, Teresa, the way that my mom is there for those kids every day, that's the way she was there for me, but 1,000,000 times more. Do you understand that?
Yes. Douglas was my firstborn. He was a mama's boy. He would tell me every and anything. Some things I probably shouldn't have heard, but we were very close.
He just says, Teresa, the only thing my mom wants to make sure and reassure, he goes, and I try to do it every day, is to validate that I'm at peace because of the way that I died. What he's already done is step forward and has taken responsibility for his departure. Because, you know, I'm going to say this because he said it to me 3 times and he asked me why I didn't say it. He goes, you know, I did something stupid. Because it didn't make me a bad kid.
No.
Because I was a good kid.
He was.
Because he keeps showing me like a prescription bottle and Benadryl. It's just my symbol for when we take something and we don't think that something's going to happen to us.
Right. My son Douglas, he overdosed. I woke up on a typical Monday to get ready to go to work. I walked down the hallway and I went to open his door, and when I opened it, he had passed away.
He brings me to a room where you had to be with him after he died, and you got to sit with his physical body. Was it that feeling of that you wished you were able to have more of an intimate moment, or you didn't feel that you had the privacy that you wanted to have with him? I don't know.
Totally, they didn't want me to see him whatsoever, but I was the one that found him.
He says, Mom, it's okay. I was not in that physical body. My soul was with you. Nobody can take my soul from you. So if that is something that you carry, your son says, Mom, please let that go.
When they were getting ready to wheel him out of the house, I wanted to spend a minute with him, and they said I wasn't allowed. And somehow they made it possible, but it was 4 hours later. So I just got to spend a minute with him in the hallway. It's been bothering me for a very long time because it was many hours after he had passed. So it's not how I would like to remember him.
He shows me how you speak about his passing, how you try to do all about prevention. Did you do speaking at schools?
Speak at schools.
I'm going to say this to you, and I don't know why. Do you want to do the scholarship in memory of your son?
I would love to.
Because your son said to me, you want to do a scholarship, but you don't know how, and you just don't have the money.
Another mom actually just asked me the other day, would you like to do a scholarship with me for both of our children? And she said, I don't even know where to begin. And I said, me either.
Your son was there for that. So, I am going to give you $5,000 to donate in memory of your son, whether you want to pick 5 students, 1 student, whatever it may be.
It's really nice. For Teresa to donate to the scholarship, that was absolutely amazing what Teresa did, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to do it.
It's a gift from your son. He says, I want her to know that even through my death, that she is able to do things in my memory, and that his memory will live on forever.
Thank you.
We all grieve differently. And in Jackie's case, for her, I felt the next step in healing and moving forward was to be able to do the scholarship in memory of her son. Your son did an amazing job today of giving you the gift of knowing that his soul is at peace, but more importantly, still with you, and knowing that every person that you help with every scholarship you give out, your son is with you, and saying, that's my mom.
I will never forget this day. Hearing my son was at peace, makes me at peace.
And I want to thank you for trusting me with the soul of your son.
I'll take away knowing that he truly is with me every single day.
Now let's eat that mozzarella.
Yeah, let's do it.
Being an accomplice for my mom is nerve-wracking, exciting.
Guess what? What? You have no clients today. You're my client.
What?
Mommy, we made you Princess Toast!
Oh, I have no idea what's in Princess Toast, but thanks to this USP seal, I know exactly what's in my Nature Made gummies.
Nature Made has the first gummies verified by USP, a nonprofit organization that sets purity and potency standards.
It's Macy's Furniture, Mattress, and Rug Sale with our lowest prices of the season. Get the Jolene sectional for $989. The Parker Queen Bed, only $489. Or the Canyon Dining Set, $999. Shop in store or at Macy's.com.
It's the biggest news ever at Olive Garden. All new big Italian classics starting at $12.99. Dishes too big to miss like stuffed fettuccine Alfredo. All new big Italian classics for a limited time only at Olive Garden.
Rub and rub again just to get rid of stubborn makeup? Try Garnier Micellar Water. Garnier Micelles act like a magnet to absorb makeup and impurities. Without harsh rubbing, remove stubborn makeup, cleanse, and soothe even sensitive skin. Garnier Micellar Water, America's #1.
A cheeseburger that's under 350 calories? Feels like we're getting away with something. You thinking what I'm thinking? Crossing the border and changing our names? No, ordering shakes. And changing our names.
Get our new flavor pack Sonic Signature Slingers starting at just $1.99. Available for a limited time.
I used to love going out early in the morning with my watering can and clippers to enjoy my garden. Now things have changed. My angel helps me stay active and continue to do the things I enjoy at home.
I love to bring a smile to her face and know that I'm making a difference when she needs it most.
Visiting Angels, America's choice in home care.
If you invite me,